Hey everybody, this video is about OBS Studio. So OBS Studio is a free open sourced software that is used for streaming out of your computer and recording, and it's great, and it can be as simple as you want it to be, it can be as robust as you want it to be. There are ways to add a lot of different sources, whether from your laptop or devices plugged into your laptop, and it can also do multicam switching if you're into that, if you have other cameras plugged into your computer. So I'm not going to get into all of that today. I'm going to keep it pretty simple, but I'm on obsproject.com, and that's where you can download it. And best thing, it's free. All right, jump into it. So this is their blank canvas. That's what they call this. So this is where my sources are going to live. I currently have no sources selected, but you can see my mic is going. Might be a little hot, but I'm going to jump into the sources here. And so when I hit the plus sign on the sources panel, you can see there's a lot of options. I've never used some of these, but there's a few that I've used. So window capture is going to be if you want to bring in just one single window from a software. It could be a page on Chrome, or if you're showing maybe Adobe Premiere, you want to show someone your edit, you could window capture just that software. Video capture device is going to be what we're doing for our camera in this tutorial, and then display capture would share your entire screen, so whatever is open. You can do browser, and then if you have any other devices, any audio input capture, if you have microphones plugged in, and then I'm not even sure what some of these others do. But I'm going to go into video capture device. You can leave the default name, but let's say you have a couple cameras coming in your computer, then you can just change the name. I'm going to do laptop camera. I'm going to hit OK. Alright, then I'm going to hit devices. I only have one option. It's the camera on my laptop, and I'm going to click that. You will see my face. Hey everybody. And then my preset is as high as I can get it, 1280 by 720, but when I hit OK, you'll see that my canvas is 1920 by 1080. So I can actually size my camera up to match that. And that's pretty much all I need to do. I've got my source open here. I've got my audio going. I have this eyeball. I can turn on and off any sources that I want. I could add, let's say I was talking about a screening we're doing or a class upcoming, and I could put that as a source. I could hit the plus sign, window capture, select that browser, and then I could size that down and have it kind of over my shoulder as a kind of like a news look. All right, and then next thing, I have my controls over here. So this is where I would stream and record. And then I'm going to go into settings. In general, you can look around if there's any changes you need to make, but I'm going to go into output. You want to make sure that you're in advanced output mode, and that will give you tabs for these items here. I'm not going to be streaming, but if you were, you could look into the stream section here and also the streaming tab. For recording purposes, you want to set the path of where your videos will be saved. So after you start and stop a record, you will find them here. So I just did mine to my desktop. You can browse, change that wherever you want them to be saved. Your recording format, I have mine set to MP4. Pretty standard for uploading videos to online, but you can do MOV if you wanted to, your choice. And then encoder, mine was defaulted to this X264, so just double check that. And that's all I did in output. Audio, if you were not seeing your microphone, then you'll come to mic auxiliary audio. Make sure it's in built-in. If you had another microphone plugged into your computer, this is where you'll change that source. Video, you want to make sure, so that canvas, the base blank canvas I had is 1920 by 1080, and then my output resolution I want to be 1920 by 1080 as well. For the downscale filter, it defaulted to 16 samples. I changed it to 36. It's going to give us a little better quality. And then our frame rate I set to the max, which is 60, which is pretty typical for online videos, especially YouTube. So 30 or 60, but I would do 60 if you can. And then in advanced, on the video section, this was my color format that was defaulted, but I went and I changed the color space to 709, and then I put full color range instead of partial. That's going to give us a little bit better video quality. All right, so I hit OK on that. We're back to me. And so now on the controls panel, I can hit start recording. So I'm going to start or record, and then you can pause it. I'm going to hit stop. I've now created a video on my desktop that I can now upload or go and edit. And just to show you before I close out of here, so my scene transitions and my scenes get into more of multicam switching or multi-source switching. So if you go to studio mode, you can see how I have the ability to preview a source, and then I can bring it over to program with different transitions. I can even add lower thirds. So again, it's a great software. There's a lot of capability here, and it can be, again, as simple as you want it or as complex.